Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails to Daybreak, where last time we did our rounds through the new districts on this timeline. And today we want to meet Burward, or maybe not. It could be a fake. We just got an email, right? Let's see. Heading to the underground ruins at Station Street will cause the main story to advance. After separating from his companions, Van made his way to Station Street. Yeah, right, we wanted to split up because we are so many people that eating together would be problematic without making reservations somewhere. A lot more people around now that we're heading into the afternoon. But for now, I gotta find out what Master wants from me. He went through more trouble than he had to send that orb mail. Something's definitely up. It's been 3 months since we last saw each other. Guess the first step is to just meet up and hear him out.
The entrance to the underground ruins is down the back alley next to the department store.
I know. Good, but text didn't get updated just because Van is alone. Celise?
Celise? The hell are you doing down here? Master called me over to talk. What, did you come in his place?
In his place? I guess you could say that.
Am I missing something?
I've got some bad news to share, Arkwright. Master Barkhorn's dead. And it's all your fault.
What? Back up. Did I hear that right? He's dead. We're talking about the Bearguard Zeman, right? You say it's my fault?
It figures you wouldn't have a clue. Back when you were swallowed up by that demonic power, Master took on a curse to protect you. You know that much, right?
Now hold on a sec. That ain't...
That curse is as nasty as they come, and just as tough to dispel. He spent all this time getting spiritual treatment in Arteria. But even after going to Gehenna and back, he gave up the ghost just the other day.
Don't tell me she's corroded, the way Ashen was.
Master covered for you until his dying breath. And whether he likes it or not, his sacrifice proved one thing. Your existence is a plague on this world. And that's a sin I just can't abide by. Since we're fellow disciples, I'll grant you one act of mercy. Putting you out of your misery by my own hands.
So even Dominions can get their memories rewritten. This ain't the time to mull things over, though. Up and at 'em, Mare Bear. We got trouble. Shit! I can't go.
Can't go, Grendel? Rewind. That didn't take long. Sweet alias, didn't see that coming. Guess playing fair is too much to ask. If I'm gonna worm my way out of this. Someone's watching, must be using some sort of technique to conceal their presence. Don't know if it's related to the rewrite, but sticking around won't do me any favors. How do I lose them? It's around noon on a Saturday. I think I know who to count on to give me an out. Whoopsie! Heretic Hunt.
This really isn't the best place to be right now.
That's just a rumor, right?
Need to find a good opportunity to get to the center of the connecting bridge.
There he is. Whoop. He got away. Target has boarded a taxi headed northwest. Vehicle its make is... So to drop in on your lunch break. Don't give it a second thought, brother. Shuttling folk around is what I live for. Besides, I know this ain't just for kicks. Anytime you're in a bind, I got your back. You're a cabbie like no other. I was about to get tangled up with some pesky characters is all. Can I hassle you to take the back roads? Maybe shake him off a bit? Forgot that you're a pretty streetwise cat yourself. Just sit tight, Jadon will get you where you're going in record time. Sure this is where you want out, brother? Yeah, the shortcut I'm taking, no car can follow. I owe you one, Giordano. Take care heading back. You betcha. The two of us share Compando and Dingo. Next time you need a lift, just give me a call, brother. Oh yeah, Dingo is an old pal of his, huh? Just another way he came in clutch for me. A light time to trudge my way through? It's odd though. The timing's just too good. Then there were all those guys surveying me. Doesn't exactly match the growl suiter's MO. If I had to guess... Forget it, I just need to lie low in the Black Light District and...
Oh, hell! A thaumaturgy trap! So I was right on the money. Scariot, you came to the capital?
Indeed. And I trust you know the reason. Van Arkride, within you resides the root of all things demonic. By your curse did Bearguard Zeman, better known as my master Gunther Barkhorn, perish. For that, you have been deemed a heretic.
So it got you too, huh? I had a hunch this might happen.
Yours is an absolute evil, untouchable by the laws of this world. By our hands shall it be condemned!
You ran into you guys instead, huh? I try to lure him and the bastard blows me off. I'm on my way. Don't do a thing till I get there.
Mother Celise, how many times must we tell you to use your telepathy to contact us? Or at the least, a secure line.
There is no need for delay. Taking him down where he stands will do just as well. Begin casting. Leave no gap uncovered.
Yes, sir!
Not good. There are too many for me to hold off alone. Add a Dominion to the mix, and I'll be screwed 6 ways from Sunday.
Surrender yourself. This is farewell, Arkride.
Shit. My number's up.
I think I've seen quite enough.
The cold snap! You dare, Father Leon?
Not sure what brought this on, but hey, I'll take what I can get.
The gall!
Stop him!
This way, then!
Bailing me out, huh? Take it that means you're still in your right mind?
Assuming you refer to the way Celise isn't in hers, yes. But we can talk after we've made our escape.
Between this and Messeldom, I'm racking up a real debt to you. Let's roll!
The two headed toward the surface through a number of byways. While doing so, they began exchanging what they knew of one another. Rewritten memories and perceptions, huh? Under normal circumstances, I would be asking where and how hard you hit your head. Good to know you haven't lost your humor. I don't have a clear picture of things myself, that said...
Master Barkhorn's dead. And it's all your fault.
For that, you have been deemed a heretic.
One misstep along the way and either of those scenarios could have wound up true. But the idea that Master was cursed is obviously a total fabrication. They don't seem like they're being controlled either, so the only option left is that their minds have been tampered with. Only is a bit of a strong word there. It could be that our Master truly is dead and your memory was the one rewritten. What a lot of... On second thought, I'm having a tough time debunking you there. Now I get it. The fact that we can't get in touch with Master right now is being used against us. Likely so, or by whom we have yet to understand. It's gotta be linked to stuff on your end, yeah? You must have noticed something was off earlier today. That's right. After the incident at Nemeth Island, we decided to split up and chase the perpetrator's tails. Meaning that for a time, Celise and I acted separately. She had some business in the capital, so we decided to meet up on the outskirts and share our findings this morning. But for some reason, we weren't speaking on the same wavelength. Ever listened on, she suddenly came out saying that our master was dead. I tried convincing her otherwise a multitude of times. And her response? That I was the one whose memories were fiddled with. If even the growls with her aren't immune to this, then yeah, there's a chance that you're the one who's gone off the rails. Well, I may be informed on this rewrite business now. Yesterday I couldn't conjure up the words to refute her. At the time, Celise unleashed her stigma. No, scratch that. It may be that her stigma went out of control due to the psychological strain of Master Burgert's supposed death. I've got a responsibility to put Arkwright down. If you can't accept it, then stay out of my way. Then, to my surprise, the Vice Captain appeared. Hunting on heretics is the duty of us monks. Should you interfere, we will grant you no quarter. They then subjected me to a merciless barrage of thaumaturgy. I could only endure so much. That sounds pretty rough. Your concern is touching, but some people came to my rescue after I escaped. They even treated my wounds. The only problem is my own stigma. In what way? I've been rendered incapable of harnessing its power by means unknown to me. It's rather dire, really. Can't even control my mana effectively. So that's why you aren't looking so hot. It's bad enough that those two were the ones rewritten. Now the only person who stood a chance of going against him has his powers sealed. To be told, this is more than I bargained for. All I intended to do was look into their activities. But in a twist of fate, I became your savior. It appeared that you were the sole target. Perhaps I should have just let the matter run its course. You better follow that up with a psych. Anyway, our only hope of bringing them back to their senses to join forces. We're in agreement there. Unless we exit up ahead. I've seen this place before. This is a waterway beneath the Tyrol district. Just a bit further until we get above ground. Good, I don't see any pursuers, but let's keep aiming topside.
You know, when I woke up this morning, I didn't think I'd be making off with you of all people.
That's my line you're stealing. Now, if you would be so kind, try and stay out of my way.
Damn, cold as ice. Let's do
I doubt I
this
can
thing.
fish here in the waterway, but I want to at least have checked.
We gotta hurry.
Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to go bathing again before I did this, but I forgot. God.
We gotta hurry.
Let's do this thing.
Looks like we shook him. What's our next move? I mentioned before that a few benefactors came to my aid. They should be waiting for me up ahead.
Hey! Over here!
Anne's here too? Something must have happened.
So those are your guardian angels, huh? What a story. Truth really is stranger than fiction sometimes. Still, Celise and Ashla chasing you down, it boggles the mind. Oh yeah, you've met the Vice Captain before, huh, Director? We shared a table at the Revolution Festival. Leon was there too, if memory serves. But the Director was a rare source of stimulating conversation. Celise and I have met a few times as well. I know she's the type of person who'd do this to you. But please don't take it too hard, Leon. You have our full support. Right. If there's any way we can help out, all you have to do is say the word. I can't thank you too enough, especially given that you've already saved me this morning. About that, I'm guessing you picked him up in this van when he was hurt? Yes, we were heading from scouting a filming location on the outskirts of the city. But then we chanced upon Leon lying on the side of the road. The boy was bleeding head to toe. Can imagine how flabbergasted we were. Since we had it off before, giving somewhere to take shelter was a no-brainer. A production man makes for decent camouflage on top of the transportation. On that note, we need to collect ourselves fast. There's no telling when they'll catch us here. It'll be best to relocate. Gotcha. So, is there a place in the capital that you can use as a safe house? How about Evil's Cathedral? Even those two wouldn't be hesitant to start a confrontation there. Okay then, if ever you're over on these trusty wits of ours, and I won't take no for an answer. Speed is the name of the game after all. Your generosity is appreciated, Mr. Director. Yeah, we'll hitch a ride with you. It's not like there's much alternative. Swell, now come on, hop right in. We can get to the Orba district in no time via the expressway. Oh yeah, I should probably get in touch with the others. You've got to be kidding me. They're blocking communications? But why? Even the radio isn't working. Well, this is a fine pickle we're in. It's probably a localized orbital wave jam. But if that's their angle... You don't think Ashland and his pals are onto us already? They probably got eyes all over the capital, which means...
What in the... Something just landed on the roof!
It can't be. Yo, Arkwright. Still scurrying away like the rat you are. Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep him out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me. Don't move, Arkwright. Same goes for you, Leon. Force me to crack open this tin can, and you'll have a crash waiting to happen.
What are we gonna do?
Celise, wait! He isn't... She's using our stigma?
You're not at fault. I get that. But I can't let you live. The best I can do is send you straight to Adios. In one strike!
I can't let any more people get caught up in this. Sorry, you three. I'll figure out the rest on my own, one way or another.
Ben!
Man! No!
shards cushioned my fall, but... Can't say I didn't see this coming.
So, you opted to keep him out of it. Pretty noble, Arkwright. That's what makes this such a crying shame. I'll send you off in peace, if nothing else. Sleep tight.
There's no telling when they'll catch us here. Be best to relocate. A Tyrell district? I must rewound back to when we joined up with Gotti Nina. Want something wrong? Nah. Though it will be if things play out like I recall. So is there any place in the capital that you can use as a safe house? How about Edith's Cathedral? Even those two would be hesitant to start a confrontation there. Okay then, we ferry over on the trusty wheels of ours. And I won't take no for an answer. Speed is the name of the game after all. Your generosity is appreciated, Mr. Director. Taking the expressway will get us to the Orba district in no time. But is the cathedral really our best bet? What's up? Do you know something we don't? Sorta, yeah, it's tough to explain. Let's just call it a flash of intuition. Oh?
Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep them out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me.
Under those conditions, we should be fine. But we still want to iron things out a little. You guys gonna have to work with me here. Mind humoring me a bit? Not in the least. Info Ege, Info Age. We'd be more than happy to help. Thanks, you two. Where do you propose we go, then? Just a second, there's something I want to make sure of first. We need some spare ciphers. Think I lay a little groundwork over here too, while I'm at it? Well, we're on the expressway, just like we planned. Nothing out of the ordinary that I can tell. Not yet, no. Something wrong, Nina?
What in the... Something just landed on the roof!
It can't be.
Yo, Arkwright. Still scurrying away like the rat you are. Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep them out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me.
What are you going on about?
Huh?
That's you up there, right, Celise? I get that it's been a while since Messeldom, but jumping on our van is one hell of a long time no see. It's like a scene right out of a movie.
Maybe you could cast her as an extra in your next film, Mr. Gotti.
That's a genius idea. Better yet, we could sign up Leon alongside her.
Damn it. I'm getting distracted. Wait. Those aren't Leon or Arkwright. They're just decoys made to dupe my clairvoyance. Pulled one over on me, did ya? You're in for it now, Master's pet!
Whoa, Nelly. That went exactly the way Vance said it would. Oh, those ciphers we prepared for the shoot sure came in handy. And wasn't that Ashlad just now? This is getting more unbelievable by the second.
Yes. But now we've seen it for ourselves. Something isn't right with him or Celise. Anne, Leon, please stay safe.
Okay, Central Station. So far so good. Guess I fell for our stunt doubles. We have a director in here to thank for that. Moving on, to think that a place like this was beneath a city. Scampering around like this is getting us nowhere. We need to start working toward turning the tables. And one of the keys to that is, without a doubt, your stigma's power. Is there really no way for you to restore it? You say that as if it's trivial. First of all, the stigma's very existence is absolute in this world. They are thus unsealable by nature. Master did mention something like that, but if that's the case, how did it happen anyway? Heaven knows, all I can tell you is that it isn't something Vice Captain Thaumaturgy should be capable of. This is only speculation, but perhaps my stigma overreacted after an unknown force attempted to tamper with me? Since then, it has not yet returned to its normal state, and so I'm unable to release it properly. That does line up with the current sitch. I'm curious about the specifics of his tampering business, but we can set that aside for now. If there's no problem with the stigma itself, then we should be able to do something about it, right? Well, it'll only be a half measure, but if we manage to stabilize my stigma's power, then yes, possibly. But as we are without a specialist on our side, we have to make do on our own. At the very least, we need a spiritual hotspot to give a stigma a foothold from which to adjust. Finding one will prove inconvenient, however, with all these prying eyes on the lookout. A spiritual hotshot when no one is watching. Actually, I think I know a place. The perfect one for the job, in fact. The underground ruins at Station Street. This is where Celeste has summoned you to meet with her. Yeah, except now it'll be her blind spot. All the way down is an altar where the first Genesis was enshrined. It was on a small scale, but the higher elements were in effect back then, so it should count as a spiritual hotspot. That may be just the ticket. Though I must say, his mental acuity is positively uncanny. What, you think of a stumbling block? Oh, I have no objections. Celeste's clairvoyance is usually quite lacking, but right now her stigma is running amok. If she applies herself, she'll be able to see quite a distance. It's only a matter of time before we're discovered. Maybe best get a move on. Watch my back in there, glacial rhyme. Very well, I'll be expecting the same from you in return, Sir Spriggan. Okay. Isn't the altar room collapsed in a side quest in the first game?
I suggest physical attacks for now. Begin engagement. Brace yourself. Show them what you're really capable of.
Snooze, you lose.
Activating skill.
Too slow.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You did well, Van, for a recreant. I'm not used to being unable
Let's
to
make quick
unleash
work
the
of
full
that.
breadth of my power. It's quite vexing.
They're down.
That's some kind of flex. You're tearing right through these monsters, man.
Now then, let's continue on our way.
Magic pass work best.
Let's get to work.
Have a charge attack ready.
We have the advantage.
Level maximum.
Yeah, because he is... His powers are restricted, he can't use his S-craft.
Activating skill.
Icarus Radiata! You're next. Roger. It's over. Fire blade. Cleave them. Chance.
Ah, there's another one.
Give them your all.
Too slow.
You will regret that.
Activating skill.
Sucker. Ban.
Activating skill.
Too slow.
Nice. That went great.
Treasure,
Gathering data.
What a pleasant surprise.
Action 3.
Physical attacks advised.
Here we go.
You have a charge attack ready. Enemy stunned.
We have the
Time to
advantage.
deploy shards. Activating skill.
Now, to you.
Give them your all.
Right there.
You picked the wrong guy.
You did well, Van, for a recreant.
Magic attacks first test.
Here we go.
You have a charge attack ready.
We have the advantage.
Activating skill.
Join us. Roger. It's over. Fire blade. Clean them.
An unsurprising result?
Well, aren't you hot stuff, Leon?
We have a chance for a beauty advantage.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
Treasure, An unsurprising result?
Enemy stunned. Time to deploy shards.
We have the advantage. Play on the bait, Leon. Snare them. Rigid bang. Finish them where they... There. Right there.
Nice! That went great.
You did well,
I think
Van,
we lost
for a
him.
recreant. Yes, indeed. Though I'm certain Celise will be ready to resume her pursuit any moment. That pertinacious personality of hers is proving quite troublesome for us.
Magic attacks first test.
Here we go.
Come on, man.
You have a charge attack ready.
I'll end you there.
Enemy stunned.
We have the
Time to
advantage.
deploy shards. Activating skill.
Join us.
Grendel still sold, huh?
Initiating maintenance. That's a single element slot. Skills updated. That's a single element slot. Skills updated.
Okay, I knew Citrus Phantasma was good, but it's also very expensive.
Initiating maintenance. Skills updated. New skill obtained. Skills updated. New skill obtained.
An unsurprising result?
Looks like a
Aren't
chest.
you hot stuff?
Looks like the gang's all here.
I'll take them down. Take them down.
Boost speed fully replenished.
Gotcha. Next, this gun.
Combat over. Processing data.
Unicorn Cameo.
I think that's physical attack for now. Commencing battle. Proceed with caution. Don't forget about your charge attack.
As soon as you lose.
This gun.
wasn't surprised with the result of them. Treasure, hmm? What a pleasant surprise.
EP Charge 4.
Initiating. Cover charges not ready. Facilities ended. Gathering data.
Now then, let's continue on our way.
Physical attacks advised.
Whale on. Got to
The chance to pull sharp. Give them your all.
Let's whale. Nice. That went great.
You did well, Van, for a recreant.
And where is the safe point?
Bet we can rest there.
Equipment. Okay. But upgradable.
No enemies.
Alright, doctored a bit with Leon Cypher.
Nearby.
That hits the spot.
This is as steep as it gets. There does indeed seem to be spiritual power gathering here. Think it'll work. I see what I can do. Damn, nice work. The minions don't play around, huh? Normally, this sort of fine-tuning is best done in a more controlled environment. Proceeding with such a meager pool of mana will take a fair bit of time. Yeah, well, tough cookies. There's no monsters around to worry about, so let's just hunker down and get it done. I've never had a situation this sticky, but being targeted in and of itself ain't so new to me. Work in the shadows long enough and you're bound to run into a few cloaks and daggers. Overplaying the hard-boiled bit, aren't we? Work as you like, but you're still softer than you'd care to admit here and there. Who said I'm bragging? Get off my back and concentrate, would you? Oh, don't worry on my account. The adjustments are going smoothly.
May I ask a question? You need only answer as much as you are able.
Sure. Go for it.
I've been sitting on this for quite a while now. What exactly happened 8 years ago? The two of us happened to be the same age, meaning that back then, we were both 17. Instead of attending at Aramis Academy as you should have, you suddenly dropped out, leading the life of a drifter until Master Bearguard took you in. It was around that time that he sustained serious injury. Celise and I only learned of this after the fact. You can see why it would make us rather distrustful of you. But, inquire as we might, our master refused to enlighten us.
Yeah, well, it's not like he could say anything. His final disciple was a walking taboo, a vessel housing a ruler of devils.
And it's as I thought.
Yeah. I won't go into detail, but there was a time I let my power go out of control. Being a vessel, that power is only leftover scraps. Yet it was still enough to snuff out every spark of life in the area. If Master hadn't put his life on the line to save me, I might have never gotten my humanity back.
I half expected that was the case. This rewrite about Master Bearguard being struck by a curse is only just outside the realm of truth then.
Yeah, one false move and things could have ended up that way for real. If If you think about it like that, maybe I am a heretic, like they said. But even then, I can't just give myself up to him. Master granted me a new lease on life and pointed me down my path. That's a kindness I aim to repay.
Your origins are unknown to me, and the way you hover between light and shadow is exceptionally dubious. And to top it all off, you may well harbor the root of all things demonic. No Dominion could possibly overlook that. But if Master Bearguard sets you down your road in life, then far be it from me to chide you for walking it. Between your efforts to avoid involving the innocent, or to keep them out of harm's way at the expense of your own well-being, you're even more tender-hearted than I ever could have imagined.
Hold up. Are you saying you remember what happened last time?
Why, I'm not sure what you mean. At any rate, our little tete-a-tete has me inclined to acknowledge you as a fellow student, unrefined though you may be, to the point where I'm willing to commend you for how far along you've come, and for getting us to this point.
Look at that. You actually did it.
Yes, albeit to a wholly limited extent. Still, this should give us more leeway to oppose Celise.
Should have known you'd be here. Bet you think you're clever throwing us off the trail like that. I'd give you a pat on the back for it, but we both know you can't run away forever. Now give it up so I can send you off in peace!
Someone's here ahead of schedule.
How very timely of you, Celise. Your clairvoyance has improved. If only I were a little more incentivized to appreciate that right now.
Huh? If you're trying to blow smoke up my ass, I'm not hearing it.
The time has come to convict the heretic. Father Leon, I will make no guarantees on your survival should you insist on obstructing us.
Multiplex thaumaturgical formation. Their showing at Arasion pales in comparison to this. Our prospects aren't bright. Even though I can use my stigma, it has yet to recover fully.
While on the other hand, hers is going berserk at full blast. We don't stand a chance in Gehenna. Not without backup.
What the?
Zeros!
Orbital drone?
Take this!
We're being ambushed!
Now! Deploying shards!
Activating interference protocol.
Get rid of those magic circles!
Roger!
Mind if I have this dance?
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Ugh, meddling jackasses.
Phantom Thief Grimcat takes to the stage!
Van, here's your chance. We've secured an escape route.
Hurry up and get to stepping!
Just in the nick of time.
I take it this was premeditated?
Yes, the memo Van left behind gave us the gist of the situation. The rescue party's arrived, just like your 4SPG asked.
Agnes consulted me on the matter, after which I rushed right over.
Always a surprise up your sleeve.
You know it. Now let's blow this joint.
I suppose we must. Until next time, Celise.
Leon, Arkwright, get your asses back here! We still got a score to settle, damn it!
Oh, that was a close one. Sure was, but we managed to pull it off. Hell yeah, my blood's still pumping. It's a relief that you two made it out safely, narrow escape as it was. I'll say, thanks for getting us out of a tight spot. That extends to you as well, Nina, Mr. Director. We seem to have a habit of being in your debt. Don't think about it. Wouldn't have been able to live with myself leaving you high and dry. Yes, thank goodness it worked out. After what happened, we headed back to your office in Old Town. We bumped into the others. It was right when we were starting to put our plan into action. Lucky thing too. All we were missing was a way to get around. Indeed, time was far too short for us to spend it arranging for transport. After seeing a 4SPG, we knew we had to work swiftly and carefully. Especially for a group of our size. And just so you're aware, I laid a few false trails to keep them off our scent for a while. These cars have shards applied to them for good measure, but should cut off any thaumaturgy used to detect us. I'm also conducting a test run of Theo and Zeros' new functions while I'm at it. Though they do have a stigma user with them, if she shifts to high gear, we might be in for a bad time. So what's the plan, boss? All that memories or not, those two got you branded as a full-blown heretic. That puts us up against Celise, Asher, and a whole bunch of monks from Iscariot. Grave circumstances, to be sure. There should still be some means of counteraction to whatever is manipulating their consciousness, but it's easier said than done. Yeah, not even Kurgane was immune, and now if the corrosion's affecting a stigma user, it's probably stronger than it was yesterday. What, like we didn't have it after enough? Frankly, I would suggest relying on the guild, or it would only be a makeshift solution at best. That's the issue, and no matter how many people we throw at this, it won't change the situation. What we need to do is bring them back to their senses. But how? Persuasion via peaceful dialogue hasn't exactly been effective. Right, we need something concrete, something that reveals a contradiction between the rewrite and reality. A contradiction between the rewrite and reality? I think you're starting to lose us. Yes, we never really interacted all that deeply with Celise. Or Mr. Zeman, for that matter. You can blame us for dragging you into this crazy caper to begin with. On that note, did you remember something? Yeah, Master Berger sent us a letter yesterday. The one where he gave his advice? It seemed real enough to me. Every word was written by him, 1000%. The Orkmare, on the other hand, was faked. If that's true, and this is just a guess, mind. Perhaps their memories were rewritten only a short time ago? More specifically, it could have started as recently as today? Thinking back, you're probably right. There was nothing out of the ordinary about Celise when I corresponded with her yesterday. It could be that his memory rewrite phenomenon takes place during the dead of night. Ah, that's the trigger. Does line up with every case so far. So all we have to do is find something from yesterday that will prove Celise is remembering stuff wrong? I might have just a ticket then. It's the very reason Celise and I traveled to the capital to begin with. You see, Edith Cathedral received a letter from Master Berger as well, addressed to the two of us. I did? Yes, generally we members of the grassroots employ avenues outside the Congregation of Divine Worship's jurisdiction. But since Father Orwell of the Cathedral is a close friend of the Master's, the matter was entrusted to him. We received word of it the other day. Celise and I met up this morning, and they're on our way to retrieve it when I noticed something was wrong. The actual message has yet to be read, but it should make for a perfect trump card against Celise. Indeed, one couldn't ask for anything better. Sounds like we've got the solution then. Though executing it will be an undertaking of its own. As if we didn't factor that in already. Right, together there's nothing we can tackle. That's the spirit. I'm sure you'll be able to do it. We're too invested to back out now. Count us in for the ride. Speaking of which, where are we headed, Van? Much as I'd love to go straight to the cathedral, making a beeline for it is just asking to be caught. So how about we take a different approach? I can hear the gears turning from here. Another one of your brilliant plans, Van. Very well, let's hear it. Anything to break us out of this deadlock.